So real quick, Fresh and Fit got demonetized off of YouTube. Yeah. So they have pretty,
they're doing the same
thing. Kind of views about similar to what we was talking about, but negative towards women and depending on where you fall on the spectrum. Let me not say that because everyone can't say that their views are negative towards women, but they have specific kind of views towards women, and they went on racist rants against Abba and Preach. Yeah, so I wanted to know real quick, are you guys surprised about them being demonetized, and do you think it was right? And how do you feel about their content?
Nah, I'm not surprised. And I think they thought they probably fell in that lane of trying to talk a certain kind of way when it comes to females or whatever. Yeah, it didn't work for them, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just say, first of all, I feel sorry for the people.
Oh, too so.
But at the same time, you got to know what you're putting out, bro. I mean, respectfully, out of the whole culture that this whole thing is right now, this is still everybody's society. You can't just put up whatever.
Everybody's society. That's
I got bars.
They needed to get up out of here, first of all.
What'd you say? They didn't do what?
They needed to get up out of here. I'm glad that YouTube gave them the boot and they got up out of here.
Yeah. Let me ask you real quick, Red. What do you think was worse, racist comments, or the misogyny for you? Because you're black and you're a woman, so both equally bad.
You're trying to insult one person at the moment, but you end up insulting a whole entire race, or you end up insulting a whole entire gender.
Your gender, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because you wanted to fit your narrative or whatever you're saying, and I just think it's crazy that whole racist how they was jumping around and trying to make jokes and
against
it was just way
Hitler,
too much.
The Hitler, the
and
KKK.
they were saying stuff that they should have been taken down already, but I guess it took that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised it took as long as it did because we touched this topic about a month ago with the KKK, Ku Klux Klan mask and all that other stuff, and I thought it would have got clipped quicker because I think that's worse than just dunking on women is not. Anybody can do that.
You talking about religion and human beings and bodies.
Nah, that religion hit different. We seen that with Ye.
People like him who hate on other people like that have self-hatred themselves. They have to have
the way they talk about blacks.
You making fun of him, and isn't he Sudanese or something like that? Just stones throw away from him, probably.
What do y'all feel about them saying that it's the Matrix that got them canceled? That they don't the men don't want y'all hearing their message. They trying to Andrew Tate them. That's pretty much what everyone comes boils down to.
They pissed off the wrong person and they got him up out of there.
Their message is not that serious about just teaching men, trying to teach men how to dunk on. I say what I said. When we started this podcast, I started the podcast because I heard them, didn't know they were popping, and I said, oh, this is supposed to be male self-help? If these niggas is helping men, then shit. If that's the case, if this was passing for entertainment, I wasn't buying that shit. So I'm like, fuck that. We could do the same thing. I wasn't buying it then.
First of all, you're talking about two cornballs.
Didn't you say you like those two cornballs? Let's call him out right now. Everybody boo this man.
You said
hit him with the shit, Cash.
What's it called?
Cash, hit him with the
Everybody boo this man.
You were saying that they was teaching women.
Until we did it the other couple weeks ago.
You said they were helping women carry.
I don't even knew those guys before he said they was Fresh and Fit.
But guys, so you were saying?
I strolled through YouTube.
Well, neither one of them look fresh, and I can't really speak for Fip, so.
That's what I'm saying. What?
And I'm still not even sure about those dudes.
You really want me to believe that short little cornball had a threesome with 3 women? That's 4 people. Your math is not mathing.
Math ain't mathing.
At all.
I went to college.
And you want to take relationship advice from him? Oh my gosh.
And that's the hardest thing.
Just to be clear, right? Fresh and Fit is that guy who sits at the table around with the girls.
Yeah, with all the women.
Oh, nah. All the women,
So nah.
Exactly.
I gotta retract my statement.
Exactly.
This is what happens. Yeah, look. This is why you should be awake for the pre-show meeting.
That's what you should
Change. All right. Now, Red, you can say boo this man.
He looks like a
So, geez, since you're the only one that fuck with Crunchy Black and Homeland, go ahead.
If y'all sit here and say that he don't be dropping juice sometimes,
I got one thing to say.
He be dropping juice sometimes. I don't like him.
I never said he don't be dropping juice.
I don't like him because to me, I know without that platform, He wouldn't even have no girls.
And
that was our point, though. And you was arguing against that before. That's my biggest point.
But he does have that platform. Now. So I don't care. Like,
now.
It doesn't matter if he did. He does.
Now.
And if
now, but then what you... Yeah, but what you spitting is bullshit because you're not giving that message to people like you. He's saying that message to people... Before he blew up, that message is not for people like him because people like him is not absorbing that message. If you got 6 figures, you're not watching that bullshit. He's talking to dudes that don't get girls. He's telling dudes that don't get girls, this is how you get girls.
You know why? Because they don't get girls.
Word. Nobody that get girls talks like this, moves like
He
this.
said a lot of things that I agree with.
No, he said.
And I always got girls my whole life.
No, he said a lot.
So a lot of things he said.
You could get girls and not be too smart. They don't go hand in hand.
I don't rock with him. But sometimes he be putting them girls in their places, like, and he be saying
getting women is not a sign of intelligence, y'all. Don't ever mistake them.
What happened?
I said getting women is never a sign of intelligence. Don't mistake the two.
That's a fact.
No. But we're not talking about that. Nobody talking about smart and intelligent.
But yeah, I am because they're giving a message. Look, if you think their message is only bagging women, that's a sign. There's more hate and negativity they spewing than just how to bag women. My nigga, if you listening to what they saying,
really listen to, like I said.
But if you promoting it, you should be listening to it. If you say I fuck with it and saying they giving good messages, you should listen to the shit, nigga.
I see clips.
Man, they're corny and you're corny for liking them. Everybody boo this man.
Thank you, right? It's like if you listen, I don't support none of that fuck shit. Fuck them.
I think what Cash is trying to say is if they ran a 13-week class like Andrew Tate, they would make so much money just like Andrew Tate because they say the same exact shit that Andrew Tate be saying, bro.
No.
That's not real game.
No.
That's my point.
No. First of all, some of it is real game.
Some of it.
One time, I watched a clip, right, and he was explaining.
So you mean to tell me the story about the NBA player? That's game, bro.
No, I
He's
didn't
not
see
saying
that. I didn't see that.
But I would say a very small percentage of it does. Most of it is bullshit, and that's what matters because that's the message that people get. So
I disagree with you, bro.
I'm calling bullshit on everything. They're corny and you're corny. And anybody else that's listening that like them and listen to them and think that they spit actual factual, all y'all corny and all y'all deserve to be booed. Everybody boo them.
Doubling and tripling down. I'll put it in post.
Y'all red pill taking motherfuckers. Piss me off.
I think seeing red. It's like I said,
red seeing red.
Yo, dollars. Without you, I didn't even know they was called fresh and fit or whatever they was. Right?
That's their name. That's their personality.
Their name shouldn't be fresh and fit. It should be lies and shit.
Right.
So one time,
Black and blacker.
He was explaining to the young lady. And she was saying, like, yeah, I want a man that, makes 6 figures, and he does this, he does that, he does this.
That's what Shorty was saying.
Yeah, one of the round table hoes. He goes,
women.
You want a traditional man, but you're not a traditional woman.
I saw that one actually. I was like,
what he said.
And sitting there being disrespected by him. He's a traditional man. Is he a traditional man? Is he a traditional man? Is he a traditional man?
No, I want a traditional man. But he want a man that provide, that make this kind of money, that do this, that do that.
Okay, but why would I let somebody like him try to disrespect me and you ain't no
and
traditional
that's the
man
point.
either?
You can't dunk on bitches,
that.
shit on them, talk all that shit, and then drop a nugget and then be like, yeah, you see, how you gonna pick that up if you just insulted me for 5 minutes before you drop that jewel? Like fuck you. That's what I'm saying. Like yeah, they be dropping good points here and there.
Drop a jewel, but you need to.
You gotta hear mad bullshit to get to it, and it's like you could get that from anywhere, my nigga. There's nothing special about them.
If you're gonna drop a jewel, but don't sit there and turn around and then that 5-minute span just insult me the whole time. How you supposed to get anything out of that?
I agree. You don't know.
But
you think he knows them at that table?
No. That's what I said. That's what I said.
But it's like they do it to everybody, and then it's not even just that. It's not just dunking on the women. The advice they give on a regular, and they stand on it like that's for everybody, and it's regular advice, and they spit it like, yo, this is it. This is 100%, and this is what you got to do. And they talking. First of all, they in Miami. Let's not forget this. Now, y'all got to remember, this is advice for everybody. This is meant for men everywhere, whether you in Ohio, Iowa, wherever. This is for everybody. They buy the clubs, and then they got money. But this is advice for everybody, whether you making $20,000 or you making 6 figures. bro, that's not realistic. You know, if you're really trying to put men on game, then put them on game and let them know, like, yo, if you're doing this, you can move like this. But if you're not, you can't move like this. So to me, their whole shit is just a grift. That's why I'm like, I don't fuck with them.
So I have one more. I the part about what he said. He also said another thing. This is just like I said.
Random quote. Some of the points
I agree with. He also said. Yeah, one time he was saying how women have more choices than men.
Yes, that's a fact.
He said there's not that many fat guys that could have a pretty girl. Hold on, Dallas. There's not that many fat guys that could have a pretty girlfriend or a girl, right? No, he said there's a lot of women in the world that could really choose men.
Jeez, this is what video dude was trying to say when he said Andrew Tate School. That kind of advice is like, you wanna be happy, make a lot of money. You want to have a good time, go on lots of vacations. That's generic ass advice that anybody could just but anyone could just say that. But nigga, what about the hows, the who's, the whens? It's easy to just say like, yo, you want to be excited, make money. You want to be happy, sleep with a lot of women. But how? You making 6 figures, you doing whatever. You skipped a lot of steps. That's like after we make it, me telling people like, yo, you can live in the mansion just like us. Make it make sense, boys. Start a podcast.
Yeah, right.
That's
why does that remind me of that Family
and then just
Guy?
pose. What about the rest?
You ain't see the grind and everything.
When we was setting up, fighting with the old video people and like everything. So that's my biggest complaint is that I just don't feel like they giving the whole. Like Kevin Samuels, I feel like Kevin Samuels was more real.
Okay.
The biggest point you said, Dallas, was they in Miami. The girl she's around.
Miami's
just like us talking in New York is different. People can't follow. Everyone can't follow what we say in New York because we could just go outside right now and see girls and be like, "Yo, just right there." In other places, they might have to make a whole plan just to see any women. You know.
But in Miami, just so you know, all around the world, it's a different.
Miami.
You've never been to Miami?
Different.
At least take a little
that's a different ball game.
Couple days down there to go to Miami. It's definitely out there. We're at. All the models, everybody want to go down there and be.
And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. But he's out there with a lot of gold diggers. He out there really for girls out there trying to chase dudes with.
And we said because do you agree or disagree with this? Because I think the women go on there for clout.
Yeah, for clout. Because ain't no way I'm going up there and you disrespecting me like that and thinking you walking out on your 2 feet.
I asked this question, but I know the answer. One of the women that was on there said. In the chats, they be getting dunked on because if y'all read the chats and they think the dudes be going ham on these broads. Yeah. They said their subscriber count went through the roof. Whenever they go on that show, the same dudes that be shitting on them be subscribing to their OnlyFans. So it's probably worth the disrespect. Because they
get your bag, baby.
Yeah.
Where is your self-respect? You going on there to get disrespected just
for the bread, red.
Like that's not worth it.
Jesus, red word. If you already taking your clothes off, what's being disrespected with your clothes on?
Get on, on the show and not say nothing. What they gotta do? They don't gotta do nothing. Just sit there because half the women just sit there and say nothing. And get only like 2 of them talk and get disrespected. But every girl that's around the table, none of them really speak.
All you gotta do is plug your social media at the end. And
did you see? It's one of the girls.
Because some of them I have seen defend themselves. They usually get kicked out, but I've seen a few. Kicked out.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was like,
Can I speak?
I think the racism is probably what got them. Because remember, they still have a channel. They're just demonetized. They can't get paid no more. Which, if you can't get paid, it's almost pointless.
You said the racism, right? I know it wasn't for black people.
That's what it was. That's why I said. That's why I said it could be the content.
I highly think it was the racism. You can't just go.
Black people don't.
No, but you just can't go. It's not. It's just a bad press for YouTube. It's your part. They're YouTube partners. You can't be going around with a Ku Klux Klan mask and pushing your hand like you're Hitler, bro. You can't be doing that. That's bad.
You can't do that. That's for everybody in the whole world. That's canceled, bro.
Be ignorant if you want, but these things happen, whether you want to believe it or not. Educate yourself and read a book.
Educate yourself, you fool.
You're not going to speak for all black people in this room. Every last one of us in this room
delegation.
is black, and nobody speak for you as you being a black.
How many? Y'all ready for this?
You said not black people.
Are y'all ready? How many
Don't
times
come with no bullshit
a
either.
black person got canceled.
Oh, he said that black can't do the canceling.
Black people cannot just cancel a person or whatever. It's either because black people, we don't stick together, unfortunately, enough to cancel somebody.
We're not talking about that.
Are you in the same room, bro?
No, I do see what Jesus is saying.
people,
I understand him because usually I would agree with that black people don't necessarily, they don't care about us enough to cancel them over. But yeah, it takes a lot more to get backlash for doing something to black men or black women than other races. But there is a point. You can go too far. Right. And I do think they've gone too far with their message.
That's not. I don't feel like that's.
I just use that as an example, saying we're going too far.
Going too far.
That's my point.
I think you're a little ignorant in this. Whoa. I'm sorry to be a little harsh, but I think you're a little too ignorant in this because this guy. No, listen.
I'm gonna hear you out.
They're YouTube. They are YouTube partners, and YouTube does not want a bad press. So when you go on, piss off Big Boss, they're gonna fire you. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go. And, you know, somebody who's new, who's coming to YouTube, they're like, and they see Fresh and Fit doing the Ku Klux Klan mask, like, oh, YouTube is about this? That's pulling away people from YouTube, and they're gonna go to another avenue to get their entertainment.
But the point Jesus is making is they're not the only ones doing that, and everyone doesn't get demonetized.
Right. But it just so happens.
They're not.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
But they got too big.
That Ku Klux Klan stuff, it wasn't that. Where it was women complaining.
Right, but it just so happens that they got caught doing it.
Other jokes about different races.
No, but it just so happens that they got caught doing it, and then maybe YouTube was like, "Oh, you need to stop."
How long it took?
I don't know.
Dallas, you showed me that.
When he did all the monkey noises and the Ku Klux Klan, we did this topic about a month.
It took them a long time.
And they've been going at women for a minute, but it has to be. They didn't say what the reason was, but it has to be one of those two, because that's the only two things they do on their channel. They dunk on women, and they did that little racist tirade. So it must have just went too far, because they're not banned from YouTube. They're just saying we can't pay you for this type of content anymore. Basically, that's what it's saying. We can't pay you for this no more. Well, yeah, this type of content. They only have one content. They're not gonna start doing spelling bees. Like, they content is their content. Yeah,
or
so
rap battles, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this is what they're saying. We can't pay you to do this no more.
Yeah, that.
This type of shit.
This type of shit.
They were a little hurt. Do anybody feel bad for them before we?
That's basically getting canceled. That's basically getting canceled.
Because without the payment, it's kind of not worth it. It takes a long time to put a video up. Unless you're gonna try to steer people to your podcast,
like, is our career over?
It ain't worth it. Yeah, they were hurt.
Fit, whatever one, he was like, so this is it, bro.
That was.
I don't even know which one is which.
He said,
which one is fresh? Which one is fresh?
The crunchy black is the one on the right. That's the extra black one.
But is that fit or fresh? Or they
that's fresh. That's supposed to be fresh.
The skinny one. You know the skinny one with
Abu Dhabi nigga is the
Abu Dhabi's
is on the left. Yes, fit.
Hold on,
that's fit.
He's talking the most. Talking the most.
Yeah, he's like the lead host.
He's talking the most.
I like the name, Fresh and Fit. That's dope. I mean, like, that's kind of
except for what is fresh about Blackie?
No. I said the name.
He's fresh though. That's fresh.
Like I said, I had to ask you which one was which.
I ain't see him be fresh once.
You follow their content though.
And I see clips.
You don't watch shit. You scroll. That's exactly. Call spade is spade.
First of all,
you don't need to watch them.
I'll be like, oh,
first of all, I'm not watching nothing that.
You're not watching it because it don't got a fat ass in it, right?
Fresh and Fit.
But I ain't gonna hold you, G's. We've been a year.
Here's too, so you already know. So hey, follow us back on Apple, Google, and Good Pods. Listen, I hope you make it. Let's make it, and we make it make sense, man. Too, so you already know.
They call me Cash, they love my jewelry. Yeah, I'm too so you know ain't nothing funny. Niggas is hungry, they ain't getting nothing from me. We out for big.